The Honkai Impact third collaboration is shaping up to be much bigger than we initially expected. The latest files reportedly contain 4 separate modes connected to the collaboration. According to some reports, this event could be structured similarly to the previous Gundam collaboration, potentially even featuring its own battle pass with themed rewards. We're also expected to get a new legendary snowboard, Horizon Shredder, as part of the Season 8 Honkai Impact collaboration. Its design could potentially be based on the version shown on the screen, as a legendary variant of this snowboard already exists in Honkai Impact summer season content. We'll have to wait and see how COD Mobile adapts the design. As for the 4 modes, the files reportedly point toward a PvE mode, an endless mode, a battle royale variant, and something called dormitory. The dormitory appears particularly interesting because it could be a client-only social space. In Honkai Impact, the dorm is an area where players can decorate rooms and visit other players. If COD Mobile's version works similarly, we could potentially be getting a social space unlike anything we've had in the game before. Moving on to the weapon content, there are apparently a large number of blueprints connected to the collaboration. So this isn't just about the characters and game modes, we're also getting Honkai themed weapon blueprints along with the new camo called Rita Rosweiss. And yes, Rita Rosweiss is a character from Honkai Impact, so this is another clear connection to the collaboration. For the characters, Kestrel, Rin Yoshida and Siren are currently confirmed as legendary characters. We could potentially also see Scylla as Rita Rosweiss, although her rarity hasn't been confirmed yet, so she could potentially end up being an epic instead. One important thing to mention is that some of the images and designs you are seeing are concepts and are not confirmed to be the final in-game versions, so don't take those designs as 100% authentic just yet. This collaboration is definitely looking much bigger than initially expected, so let me know in the comments what you guys think about all of this. We also have a new multiplayer mode called Leader, which is essentially a special version of Kill Confirmed. You eliminate enemies, collect their dog tags and earn points, but there's a major twist. One player on each team is randomly selected as the team leader, and that player transforms into an XS1 Goliath. If the leader is eliminated, the game automatically selects another random teammate to become the new leader. Regular players continue to drop dog tags when eliminated, and the first team to reach 40 points wins the match. Taking down the enemy leader and collecting their dog tag awards 5 points. However, if your own leader gets eliminated, you need to grab their dog tag quickly before the opposing team can collect it and score those points. If you're selected as the leader, you're probably going to want to push aggressively. If you're not the leader, you can focus on supporting your team and collecting those tags. This feels like Call of Duty. Mobile's take on the kill order mode from Black Ops 6 adapted for 5 vs 5 gameplay, and I think it could be a really fun addition. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this new mode. Meanwhile, the maximum player level has also been increased from 400 to 450. We also have 7 new Weaver skins, which are expected to be part of the upcoming DMZ Recon ranked rewards. There should be 1 skin for each rank tier, with the designs becoming more impressive as you climb higher through the ranks. I'm actually glad COD Mobile appears to be returning to this reward structure. This is similar to what they did during the first DMZ ranked season rather than the approach used in Season 2. So if these leaks are accurate, the third DMZ ranked season should offer much better rewards compared to what we received in Season 2. Once we get a proper look at all 7 Weaver skins, I'll make a follow-up video showing them in detail. The global test server is live right now and will most likely close on the 28th. So if you want to try any of the upcoming content for yourself, make sure to download it while you still can. The link is in the description. If the test server doesn't work in your region, you may need to try using a Singapore VPN or another compatible VPN to access it. Battle Royale movement has been completely reworked, and this footage from Duxino shows the changes in the global beta test. Take a look at the sprint animation. Your character now leans forward and visibly pushes off the ground, creating a much more natural weight shift instead of simply playing a faster animation. Jumping and sliding have also been updated, making the overall movement feel heavier and more grounded in a way that's difficult to fully appreciate until you actually play it. One of the most interesting changes I've noticed is that when you slide into a wall, your character appears to push off the wall. I'm not sure if this is simply part of the new movement system or if it could potentially lead to more advanced movement mechanics such as a wall bounce. If COD Mobile actually adds something like that, it would be absolutely absolutely crazy. The parachute system has also received a major rework in both third person and first person. You can now close your parachute and reopen it while in mid-air, similar to how it works in Warzone. In third person, you can also switch between your left and right shoulder while moving around. These are some pretty significant changes to Battle Royale movement, so let me know in the comments what you guys think about them. A lot of players are asking what happens to all the expensive wingsuits we've purchased, especially the legendary ones, if we can't use them anymore. Well, let me clear that up. Wingsuits are still usable, but only when you jump directly from the plane at the beginning of a match. After that initial drop, jumping from elevated locations will automatically deploy a parachute instead. The main exception is when you're using the airborne class. When launched from its catapult, you can still deploy your wingsuit as usual. When you get knocked in first person, you correctly see only your character's legs as you go down. However, in third person, you can see the entire body dropping to the ground, and the animation clearly doesn't look right at the moment. Some players believe the third person knockdown animations are still too buggy to be ready for next season, and honestly, they might have a point. Hopefully these issues will be cleaned up before the update officially launches. We have 4 new weapons found in the latest beta files. First up is the static HV, an SMG that will also receive an Akimbo perk and is getting its own mythic version. The Grav is also coming based on the Galil from Black Ops Cold War. Then we have the Signal 50, a semi-automatic sniper and the first sniper from Modern Warfare 2 to make its way into COD Mobile. The static HV currently looks like a Season 8 weapon, while the Signal 50 could arrive anywhere between Season 8 and Season 10. And I also need to correct something from my previous video. I previously mentioned that the ISO Hemlock was coming around Season 10, but it looks like its release has been pushed back. That's the problem with leaks. They can always change. While we're on the topic of weapons, the Season 8 weapon balance changes are also expected to arrive soon. There's no confirmed date yet, but once the changes are available, I'll go through all of them properly. There are also some interesting arsenal improvements coming. You can now tap the star icon on any legendary or mythic weapon blueprint, and the game will send you an in-game notification when that skin returns in a draw. That's a pretty useful feature if you're waiting for a specific weapon to come back. The main menu customization is also being expanded. You can now arrange different game modes in whatever order you want, which makes sense considering how many modes COD Mobile keeps adding. The safe house is getting more weapon display slots as well, allowing you to showcase even more of your favorite blueprints. And finally, there's a completely new collection system, which is much bigger than it initially looks. It sits directly within your player profile and tracks how many mythic and legendary items you own. It can also track whether you completed an entire draw series, while your collection itself has its own level that you can rank up. On top of that, there is a gallery and a display case that you can customize with your collection. However, there's one important thing to keep in mind. We've only seen this collection system in the Chinese version, and it hasn't appeared in the global beta yet. So don't get too excited just yet, as its availability outside the Chinese version has not been confirmed. 9 weapons have had their animations completely rebuilt, making this the largest number of weapon animation reworks COD Mobile has done in a single update. Let's take a look at the HVK30, KN44 and Man O' War and check out their newly rebuilt animations. Next, let's talk about the upcoming secret cache legendary weapon. According to the latest beta test server files, the PP19 Bison, Mayan Malediction is expected to be replaced by a legendary MG82 when the current secret